I ain't got beef back here with another video. Today we're talking about Solar Punk on the Xbox Game Pass. This game actually caught me by surprise. It's pretty fun. To be honest, it's pretty fun. I like cozy little survival games, and it is actually only the same price as the ultimate tier of the Game Pass. But moving on to the game, it's pretty fun. I know I just said that, but let me elaborate. What I like the most about this game, what makes it stand out for me, is you're not fighting like mobs, zombies, or bandits. You're fighting the weather, thunderstorms, and things like that can ruin your crops and mess your build up. But it's so peaceful and relaxing to play that it almost makes me tired in a good way. But that's a compliment in a way. But the builds that you can achieve and that I have seen are pretty crazy. There's really no limit, and if you enjoy survival games, this is definitely something that's going to be in your alley to play. It's very accessible. It's actually a co-op as well. Um, but yeah, it has your run-of-the-mill survival elements. You know, as you can see, chopping down trees, mining stone, and things of that nature. But there's also more. The game opens up more. I didn't really get that far, but you also get a little airship, which that is really cool as well. Um, you get a whole new section of things to build on your farm, on whatever you want to make. You can make. You can turn the whole your whole islands, as you can see, there's floating other pieces around. You can turn all that into yours, and it's very cool. You can even bridge the gaps with bridges and multiple farms, and I can just see this game being played for a long time if I were to buy it. But since it's on Game Pass, I may not buy it, but I don't know. It's just that fun. It's just that cool. It is pretty unique in the sense that you're not really fighting your traditional run of the mill survival game mobs. You just have to survive in this environment. So it does make it really cozy, really comfortable to play. It's a relaxing game. Um, and it checks all the boxes of all the things you want in a decent survival game. And it's not too strict either in the same sense. You have a water and a hunger bar. You take damage from the weather and falls, but that's about it. You can craft up to I believe it's over 100 items, 150 items. I'm not sure, so don't quote me. But yeah, you get a map. You can build to your heart's content, and it's a very solid game. I was gonna say it kind of reminds me of that raft game. Has anyone ever played that raft game with the shark that follows your raft? It's a little like that because in that game you only have really one mob to necessarily worry about, and you kind of move from place to place. Obviously, you're in a vast ocean, but you can kind of make these pit stops at these little islands. And it reminds me, like, literally just of that, but it's a way more relaxed, very, very comforting game. This is the type of game you play when you're tired of losing in multiplayer games. You just want to break. Maybe work's been heavy on you, or life's been heavy on you, and this game is very easy to just kick back, relax, and play. And I get lost in games like this. This is one of the games that I can just play for hours and hours and not even realize that, damn, it's been like 3 hours type shit. But no, this game is worth your time. It's worth checking out while you have the Game Pass. And recently, the whole point of why I'm doing this series is because a lot of games I see are just not worth even the premium tier. I know the essential tier just gives you, like, I don't know, don't quote me here. I'll pop up something here that tells you the actual information, but I think there's only like 30 games in the essential tier. And premium has like 100 games, and then ultimate has like 500. I'm not sure. That's why I'm doing this series, to see what I can learn and also what I can tell people to help them out with their purchases. But this is a game that is worthy in my eyes to be on the Game Pass. Um, like I said, it ticks all of the boxes that I would want in a survival game. Um, and yeah, it just does it for me. But that's it. I'm not gonna ramble on too long. It is definitely worth the time. it is worth it to check it out on the Game Pass. And if you're like me and you're not really the biggest Game Pass person, but you still have it because reasons, no. The reasons I have is because my buddies and I, we get on there and we jump from game to game quite a bit. So Ultimate is handy for that reason, but this is worth leaving the Game Pass. You may be like, oh my God, it's not a AAA game. I mean, to each their own, I suppose, but this is one of the games that you could easily just buy for the $22 and maybe pause your membership, play a couple good games like this, and just lose yourself in the fun, the cozy environment, man. We don't always have to be killing shit in games, so the answer is yes. This game is worth it, 100%. It's been I Ain't Got Beef. Peace.